And I'm like, damn, is dude still doing this? That's the law. We're going to get into it. I want to see how y'all felt about it. Anytime you guys can ask questions. I got my wife here with me, so we're going to talk back and forth a little bit about it. And you guys can chime in whenever you feel like it. But so, Ms. Bang, just off rip, thinking about the concept, you in the car, you a felon, your homeboy, your homegirl, the passenger is not a felon. Can you ride in the car and be good? As a felon, they have a legal gun license, they're a legal gun owner, and they don't have a criminal record. Just common sense, would you think you're good?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would think you was good.
You would think you was good.
I would think you was good.
Yeah. I feel like that's what most people think.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. I mean, I guess it's not funny, but when I met you, the first time I met you, I had my gun with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You sure did.
I stayed strapped.
Yeah, you stayed with your gun. You stayed with your gun. You sure did. But you was legal. Yeah,
I was legal.
Yeah,
I was legal. I had been legal.
Okay.
But I didn't know you was a felon. I didn't ask if you was a felon.
Right.
And I sure wasn't going to tell you I had my gun.
Right. So are these, let me know if y'all are able to comment. Let me see a comment up there. Okay, yeah, we got it. We good to go. Okay. Somebody said no. But okay, yeah, they good to go. Oh, they said, yeah, yes, if it's not easily accessible. Okay, you close. So basically, I made a video about this too. It's a genius masterpiece. Like I said, check the video out if you get a chance. So basically, that's called constructive possession. Now, obviously, man, I'm not a lawyer. I checked out all these laws because getting my gun rights restored, I started learning all this stuff. And I just started spreading it to others. But that's called constructive possession. You're not good doing that. So basically, if you get in the car, you give it to your girl, she put it in her purse, you riding, the police pull you over, and you know she has it, and now they got to prove that. But if he asks you, like any guns in the car, and you say, I don't have one, she has her gun, right there, you just tied yourself to a case right there. So even though you don't have it, you can't be around it. It's called constructive possession. And it's like, it's a federal law. It's not even a charge like 187 is murder or 211 is armed robbery. It's a federal law. It's legal doctrine. And it's in the 18U.S.C. 922G. That's where you look it up. That's where you will find it at. You can't be in the vicinity of the gun, man. If you got a girlfriend and you live with her and she own a gun, it's a gun in the house, you in trouble. You can't even be in the house with the gun. So when I met my wife and I had her sticking in her purse a time or two, and she did it for me because obviously she know I'm a felon, but I was polished up now. I was polished to the point where she was okay. Like, okay, well, whatever. But like the second and third time, it was kind of like, she was like, I ain't really put it in my purse, girl. Straight up. She was kind of like, why don't you get this taken care of? And that's what put me on the mission for it. So that's what prompted me to start looking into it, because it was kind of embarrassing. I'm still, having somebody hold a gun for me at this age that I am. So I'll tell you a story. I used to do it so much. And my man Lo, he might pop in here. He's still around. He's still one of my guys. Luckily, and I don't know how he avoided being a felon, because we were all together and we all grew up together, but he was one of the rare people in our neighborhood that was not a felon. So he was able to take his gun everywhere. So it was kind of weird. It was like anytime I would go somewhere, I would have that black cloud over my head. I couldn't even enjoy myself knowing I'm watching for the police, or let me get up in this bar. I got my gun out on the way home. I'm drunk. I got a gun. I'm a felon. I'm not trying to cause nobody no harm, but I got to have a pistol with me. So I would ride with Lo because Lo was good. And for all those years, I did that with a few people, but always thought I was good. I was not good. Even though he was legal, I was not legal, man. So the whole thing is just bring awareness so people know that you can't do it. Because young dudes today, not even young dudes just think that it's okay. You can stuff it in our purse.
So did you know it was not legal?
No, I didn't know it was not. I thought it was a genius masterpiece idea. I thought I was the man. I thought, have somebody else hold it
Okay.
who's not a felon. I didn't know it wasn't legal.
Okay.
So so I was just, I was just doing it. Thought it was good. I know a lot of people just don't know, but my man was close though. Yeah, I definitely thought it was good. Yeah. So man, that's just kind of like what we want to get the word out, inform people, and just let people know. You know what I'm saying? So many times, you can get caught up out here, and I'm not perfect. Yeah, even now to answer your question, when I knew it wasn't good, I still had to do it because I didn't have my gun rights back.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I knew it wasn't good, I still did it. But
and even with me having my permit, I didn't know it wasn't legal. I tucked it, baby.
Yeah, you did tuck it. You tucked it for me. But yeah, I do not like this horizontal. But yeah, there we go. You guys, if people are looking for the restoration and people looking for the part and want to know more about this, all you gotta do is check the channels. Let me see what my man said. Some felonies prevent you from getting a passport. Man, okay. Is that the case with a pardon? Man, that's a good question. You know what? I would have to look that up. I'm gonna be honest.
Some felonies prevent you from getting a passport. Is that the case with the pardon? I didn't know you couldn't get a passport with some felonies.
Okay, there go the deals right there. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I would have to look that up. Now I got a passport. I never had a problem. All the years I'm still a felon. I just got my rights restored. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I have to look that up. I hadn't crossed that.
Yeah, I thought it was just if you had like child support over a certain amount, you couldn't get one. But I didn't know it was felonies. I thought you was good after you did your time.
It might not be. I think he asked him, but yeah, I have learned a lot about it, but I'm definitely not gonna sit here and act like I know every single thing about it. I know enough to keep my ass out of jail.
Now I know Canada situation, but I've heard.
Okay, my man said he asked if you're still on paper.
Yeah, I think it is too. If you're
still on paper. Still on paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got caught up in Canada too. Obviously, living in Detroit, Canada was right across the bridge. I used to go there a lot, and they had us hemmed up. So yeah, I would never want to go there right now. Even as a restored felon. But let me see. Is there any certain? I mean, yeah, I don't think it's no circumstance where a felon can be around a gun. No circumstance. Why? Because you're a prohibited person. But that's, that's a good question. Everybody would know that you're a prohibited person. I wonder, like, obviously, maybe like if a crime happened and it was gun accessible, but you wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. I don't know if they'll charge you if you really like save the day with it. I mean, I don't know if they'll charge you or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, what else y'all got for me? Anybody got any more questions out there? Yeah, we're doing the late night live tonight. Thanksgiving tomorrow. We're not gonna keep it on too long, man. I do appreciate the 2 or 3 dudes that I always see tapping in, man. I appreciate that so much. But we're not gonna do it too long. We're gonna try to get to a good Thanksgiving tomorrow and stay safe with it. But I just wanted to make sure I tapped in with you guys tonight a little bit and try to go on a consistent basis and get some good dialogue on. Some good topics and some good discussions.
Well, I think it's funny because I do remember you having, not going to say an argument, but a disagreement when someone did think that they could be around somebody with a gun.
Yeah. I definitely was an argument, and I put that in the video.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was a true thing that happened.
Right.
Man, you definitely I put that video in the comment section. Y'all definitely need to tap in with that because I put the laws, I pasted everything up in there. If you're just joining and you hadn't been here, we going over the topic of the day, which you'll see from the thumbnail. If you missed last week, we had question and answer about pardon and gun restoration. And I'm going to repeat that in case people came in now and they didn't see that. But yeah, no, that's a good, I don't know. That's something to think about. You never know what can happen with it.
Yeah. And that's no matter what state.
That's no matter what state.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay.
Yep. No matter what state.
So, Have you ever? Oh, so I'm not even talking about dudes. It could be a dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. But so have you ever had anybody? I would say besides me.
I was gonna say
have
you
hold a gun.
You the main culprit.
Yeah.
Actually, you are the only person, you're the only person I would have done that for. I wouldn't be toting nobody's guns around. Because first of all,
that's what you got to say on camera. But go ahead.
No, it's the truth. The thing of it is I don't know where that gun been. I'm not I got too much to lose.
Right.
So I know where the gun's been. Then I mean, I was going to say something silly. But
yeah.
So, ladies, nope. The only one. But the thing of it was that was my gun I was carrying. It was my gun.
Yeah, it was your gun, but I would have gotten in trouble for it. I mean, I would have gotten in trouble for being with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I found, whatever. Right. Obviously, it's a gray area. You can do the dumb, silly. I ain't know you had it and all that old stuff. But
yeah.
But yeah, I was actually talking about when I started purchasing gun. But we ain't gonna get too deep into that. But, of what the extracurricular activity. But
yeah. Well, the thing of it is when we would go somewhere, I always had a gun, even before I met you. When we would go somewhere, you would always make sure I had my gun in case something happened.
Right.
So, I mean.
Okay. So he said, how long was the entire process? So the entire process of, I'm assuming you mean the restoration, the gun restoration. That was and we talked about this last week too. That was under 60 days, and it was longer for me because I had to go to another state and get paperwork, and those courts had to combine and talk to each other. So from the day you file, man, it could be like 45 days. You can have a gun back. Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty quick process. The thing that was the most difficult was the form. If you don't have the form, I had to make the form up. So that was the hardest process of that. And then also, when you go to the clerk's office, a lot of them don't know. They have no idea what you're even talking about when you go to file your paperwork.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think we're going to stay on too long, man. We just want to tap in a little bit and talk about it. I don't know why these questions keep disappearing. So if I missed your question, it's because it's not showing up for some reason. But let me see, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's right, Jarvis.
What do you say?
Even if it was to take a year, the process has started and the day will come, as opposed to if you never start.
Hey, if you never start, I tell everybody, man, that was dope. I tell everybody the biggest reason why people don't get their gun rights restored is because they just won't do it. Hey, man, they be looking at me like I'm lying or something, and I'm steady in there buying guns. The biggest reason why they don't get it is because they don't try. That's the biggest reason, bro. You absolutely right. Absolutely right, man. Yeah, I think that's the main reason.
Yeah,
and people think they can't get it. I got a horrible case. It's stuff I could have been sentenced to 20 years, and I still got it. A lot of people can get it.
Yep. If you don't try, you don't know.
But hey, but that's what's up. Listen, man, we're not gonna stay too long. It's getting late. Let me see. Is there a limit of guns you can have when your gun license restored, having been a felon? That's a great question right there. That's a great question. And I'm gonna say no, because when I got my gun rights restored and I read through my paperwork, it's just as normal. I'm a normal guy like any other person if it never happened. So yeah, I would say that. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer, but there was no restrictions on me, and I went through the process to say I can only buy this many amount of guns, and I bought a ton of guns. So don't quote me on that, but that's the first thing I would think. Let's see, can you have a medical? Yeah, you definitely can't have a medical marijuana card with a CPL, and that was Michigan. I seen that. You definitely can't do it in Ohio. And I know my state, I would say check your state. I would just go on the limit and say, don't have no weed around the gun, even though they both legal. When you put them together, they both not legal.
Okay, so let me ask this question. So Ohio is an open carry state now.
Right.
And it just became that way last year or so.
Right.
So if you have a medical marijuana card and you have an open carry state, you can still not mix the gun
You
in
can't
the
mix
weed.
it. Legal marijuana, legal gun, put them together, equal felony. That's just what it is. That shit equal felony. You got to keep that separate. Legal guns stay legal when it ain't with the marijuana. Now you got to check your state. You know, I ain't no lawyer. I'm just a common sense felon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely got to check your state. That should make it illegal right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Let me see.
That math is math.
Yeah. Hey man, I rock with dude. Jarvis and my man XL. I rock with them, man.
That's
hey man,
funny.
that feel good. They holler everywhere I go. I see them on the videos and everything. So I rock with that. But
so that's another thing that you don't do. Even like when you're going to the gun range, and my little cousin want to come pick you up, you won't even ride in the car with him because
you're absolutely right.
He may not have any in the car, but it just smell like weed, so you don't even do it.
Yeah, I don't even do it because I ain't got, because they're young. These guys, 28 years old, they're young, and they smoking weed all the time. Yeah, no, I can't jeopardize mine. I can't jeopardize my freedom. I'm 50. I can't give them a day in jail. Like, don't fuck around, give them 5 years. No, man, I ain't got time for that. I get out, be over 62. I can't be committing no crimes and none of that right now. But yeah, I think yeah, man. I think we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm sorry about the short live, but we had to go late tonight. I'm gonna stay consistent with it. We're gonna come up with some great topics, man. We're gonna try to keep each other informed. I do appreciate y'all for coming in for show. And check the channel. Like I said, if you're new here, subscribe, check the channel. I got a ton of information there for you guys, man. I appreciate everybody coming in. We're going to log up out of here. Everybody have a great holiday. Everybody have a good night. Everybody be safe. No doubt, no doubt. I do appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving, man. Everybody. We tap back in. Salute. Yep. Yeah. They said regardless, you can't carry use the marijuana card. That's absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, salute it out. We're going to tap it out. I do appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to get better and better with the live streams. I'm going to keep the videos popping. I'm going to keep the info coming. Everybody take it easy.